Welcome to another episode of My Sister, My Pride initiative channel. So, where we empower young people with knowledge, inspiration, and opportunity to become leaders of change. So, today we are honored to host Emmanuella from Herfricaa. Is our special guest. When I say special, understand special. So, Herfricaa is a Pan-African platform built for women by women. I think we have a lot to hear from her. As My Sister, My Pride initiative channel, we know that our followers need to hear this much. So today's conversation is all about expanding beyond borders. That is something good. So I won't talk much, and I want Emmanuella to introduce herself. Again, the name and the other names. She will tell us where she's coming from. I know it's not from Rwanda. We took her from far away just to make this happen. Yeah. So introduce yourself, Emmanuella.
Hi, first of all, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It is such an honor to be here and to have this conversation.
Yeah.
So, hello, Moraho.
Yeah, she can speak Mula also.
Yeah, I can speak Moraho.
Wow.
My name is Emmanuella Tuoyo-Charles. I am a broadcast journalist. I am a professional compere, and of course, I am from Nigeria. And I'm the founder and executive director of Herfricaa. So basically, Herfricaa is a platform and ecosystem built for African women to collaborate to scale beyond their borders. Just in a simple term, so I'm not like doing so much detail, just a platform built for women, all like from every field that you're coming from, an entrepreneur, a creative, a career person, just a platform built for you to scale beyond your border through collaboration, synergizing with someone from another country, to ensure that whatever you're doing, you are globally up there. So yeah, that's just in a short time.
Thank you so much. So when we understand Herfricaa, we can understand her, we can understand Africa, and I want that someone who is viewing us and understanding Herfricaa for the first time, what do we want her or him to hear about Herfricaa? Even though you have said it in a short, but try to detail so that someone coming for the first time and hear Herfricaa in Rwanda, what's Herfricaa, what's the intention, and what's the vision behind?
Okay, thank you. So I wanted to keep it short because I am a very resourceful person. I could go on and on to explain. I'm very detailed, so that's why I thought to actually keep it short. But for someone hearing about Herfricaa for the first time, like I explained earlier, it's a Pan-African platform where women gain visibility, collaboration. Now, a lot of persons are skilled in their craft and whatever they do. They are actually thriving. It's not like you're not putting in effort. There is so much effort that you're putting in. But what you lack is access. You lack access and you lack visibility. So that's like the gap that Herfricaa, stands to bridge. So whether you are a creative, you're doing something, the most important thing, I believe that everyone, having a career or doing something, if there is one thing you have in mind, like for someone like me, I want to go beyond my border. I want to go international. And how is that possible? It is possible with access. People are your currency. Do you understand? So we are currency. It's a universal currency. Like I am in Rwanda right now. I can't use the Nigerian naira currency in Rwanda, right? When I go back to Nigeria, I can't use the Rwanda franc. But with people, because I have you here, I have access to Rwanda, because I have someone else in Zimbabwe, in Uganda. So we are like universal currency. So the whole essence of Herfricaa is to bring people, women from different African countries, because I realize that as African women, we build so much. We have so much talent, we have so much skill. What is just, like limiting us is we think, how do we go beyond our border? How do I create this thing outside my country? And it is because you've been building alone. That is why Herfricaa is here. It's so that no woman builds alone anymore. You build with somebody. Gone are those days where you want to take the shine. Nobody's taking the shine anymore. We do it together. When we collaborate to do it together, we make greater impact. So basically, in a simple term, that's what Herfricaa stands for. Yeah.
It's all about having a human, like a universal currency, and it's all about coming up with a potential, sharing what we're doing, so that all the Africa we can connect, women can connect. So there's a saying here that when you want to see or get an example of a strong woman, you come to Africa.
Yeah.
So I think African women have got potential. So as my System of Pride initiative, we have been we have a pleasure to have you here, and I want you that you can explain when we say a woman have a potential, woman can be a leader, woman can be a problem solver. We want our viewers who are ladies, young ladies, that they can understand if they have potential, what kind of potential, what kind of level of leadership they can achieve, what kind of problem they can solve in the society.
Okay, first off, as a leader, a leader doesn't ask, how do I succeed? How do I succeed? That's not the question of a leader. A leader asks, a leader wants to know, who can come with me? Who can I bring together with me? Who can, be on this project with me and we're going to achieve, same thing? Who can I mentor? What do I have that I can give? So a leader is more of a giver. So if you are a young lady listening and you're watching and you're thinking, what leadership skill do you have? You have it in you. That's the truth. You just have it in you. So just think about you might not like necessarily be like, oh, you're doing like a career job. You're just maybe confused on what kind of potential do you have. Now, there is one thing that I know for sure is that everyone has a potential. It is about you discovering what your potential is.
Wow.
Yes. So discovering your potential, no one can tell you how to discover your potential. It is for you to sit with yourself and sit with God, and like there must be something, just like a clue, there must be something that you love to do. There must be something that you do so expressively. And when you do it, you don't need to think too much. You are happy doing it. Gradually you could see that, oh, I have this potential. I have, if you're someone that you just enter into a place, you just want to see people coordinated, that is a potential
of a coordinator.
Yes. So imagine you have that kind of talent. You like to see people coordinated. You like to see everywhere being coordinated, and then you're going to chase something else that is not for you because you see someone else doing it. It's not for you. So now you just discovered. Sometimes when we talk about potential, we think that it's far-fetched. Just the little things. Like I said, I am someone that I love conversation a lot. So it wasn't far-fetched. This is what I want to do. So that I ended up being a broadcaster. For people that have known me for long, it's not something that is like new. Everybody knew that, this person has a good potential when it comes to communication. So when you talk about potential, it's not something that you need to, start looking for outside. It's something, just find that thing. You just do it at ease. There is so much like ease when you do it. It could be you when you step into a place. You just know how to put a smile on someone's face. Just discover that with this smile I can put on someone's face. Dig deeper how you can, make something out of it. Now I can put a smile on someone's face. How do I bring my leadership skill into it? Now, leadership skill, remember I said that it's not necessarily about you. It's who can come with me. This smile that I can put, how can it, impact people? How can it make people feel happy? So when you discover your potential, you bring that leadership with you up. You're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking of how do you carry others along? How do you bring this person to play? How do you, make it make sense? How do you bring all of these things together, and then you're making impact? Because the first thing a leader has to consider is, how do I make impact?
How to make impact.
Yeah.
So I love it when you say that a leader is someone who can have a direction, and call upon others to follow.
Yeah.
We are taking that in Africa, we say that human are the universal currency we have. The access to get to the people who have something you want, who have the market you want, is the thing, the best clue of moving forward and connecting. So I was asking, a woman has discovered her potential. We have started working, making a product. Is it a service? Is it a product? Any kind of thing. So I was asking myself how to connect, how to build that kind of connection that makes a woman a Pan-African, that makes a woman international and go beyond borders. Because we're saying we have to expand beyond borders.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Now at Herfricaa, I mean, you guys are going to convince me to say Africa, but it's Herfricaa. So
Herfricaa.
it's her and Africa together, so it's intertwined. Now, when we talk about connecting, you have a product. Remember, we said that humans are like a universal currency. Now, the whole essence of Herfricaa is to ensure that as a human, as a woman that you are in your country, you need to get access to another country. Whatever product that you have needs to scale beyond. I mean, nobody does something and they want to stay like at a very low level. You want to expand. So the whole essence of it is that you have access to, another person, and you're able to expand. Now at Herfricaa, we have like different programs. Yeah, so we'll be starting off with the cross-country conversation.
Wow.
So that cross-country conversation is actually going to rotate different African countries, and when we're bringing expats in a particular country. So for instance, we're kicking off with Zimbabwe in September. So what you need to do is just to connect to the webinar. The funny thing is that it's actually free.
Wow.
So just for you to connect, know the exact date, follow us on our platform to know the exact date that would be coming up with our cross-country conversation. Now in that cross-country conversation, what are we expecting? We're expecting, we're having experts from another country tell us what is obtainable in your country, the kind of business that is obtainable in your country. And for someone that is listening, it might not be that kind of business that you do, but you could go back and retrace that, this business that they talk about is something that I could actually venture into. Or they're telling you that, in Rwanda, what's it called, gadgets are expensive, and then you're thinking, what if I penetrate into this market? But for someone that maybe the kind of business that was discussed in the cross-country conversation is not what you do, what do you need to do? Now there are other people in that room with you, there are other people in that webinar from other countries. You need to connect with them. That is the whole essence of Herfricaa. You need to connect with those people, so you don't leave a webinar just the way you came. For everybody that you see, whether from Cameroon, whether from Zimbabwe, Uganda, try to see how you can collaborate with them, connect with them. And good thing is that we built an app for women to easily connect from different parts of the continent. We built an app, so this app is definitely going to help you connect. This app has been built, we're still in the testing process, and pretty soon it's going to be published on App Store and Play Store. So all you need to do is, when you download the app, create the profile, create who are you, what service do you offer. That you have a service to offer. The profile is so easy for you to create. You just create your profile, your name, your country, what you do, service that you offer. I think there is a segment where if you want to be mentored, you state it there. Excuse me. If you want a mentee, you state it there. Yes. So after creating your profile on the app, it's so easy. Then you see other persons. When going through the app, you see other persons that you can connect with. You just easily connect with them. Or for instance, you have a product, you see somebody that you could collaborate with in another country. It's just for you to click on the app. You search for that. If you need anybody you need in a particular country, just type the country and you see people coming out. So the exact the exact value that you need. If you need a speaker, for instance, you have a program and you want it to have this international feel, even if you cannot bring the speaker from their country because of finance, you can have them virtually. So all you need to do is also to scroll, because definitely people have created profile. There will be speakers on the app, just different things, different roles that that you embody. All you need to do is just click on it, connect with the person, and it is easy for you to just connect with that person and know more, and you see how you can bring the person and how you could collaborate. So basically, whatever we've said in Herfricaa is not just that we're expecting you to just wake up and tomorrow you are having a contact in Zimbabwe. Of course, we know that the contact from Zimbabwe or Uganda cannot fall. That is the essence of the app. The app is now to connect all of us together, for us to collaborate, and then that monthly conversation, that cross-country conversation is actually to put you in a room where you have different women, have that feel conversation, you pour in, you ask questions. From there you get to meet people, you introduce yourself to people, and with that method we're seeing impact. We're seeing two persons saying, oh, this is what I do, I sell this, I like to collaborate with you, you sell this from Zimbabwe, how about we open a chapter in your country or in my country?
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's all about collaboration.
Collaboration,
people
yes.
can meet through different platforms. We have said conversations.
Yeah.
We have said through the apps and through different kind of things in the intermediate, where between those conversations, between the calls that they've been making outside of those webinar. So people wish that when that webinar will be out, the link will be published everywhere.
Of course it will.
So that
it
the
will.
girls in My Sister My Pride initiative and other people who wants contacts or who wants to move can get it.
Yes.
And I believe even the app will be published everywhere on the App Store, Play Store, that everyone can reach it.
Yes,
So
definitely.
it's
So as soon as the app is out,
Yeah.
for people that attended the launch, you get the link to the app, but it will be published, and then there will be like publicity about it, so you get to just download the app. It's free, we're not charging for it, it's free. Just download the app, create your profile, then you see other persons, try to connect. Then especially for the webinar, the conversation, ensure, because that's something that is outside your border. So it's such that it's so beautiful that before you are out of your country, you already have a glimpse of what Nigeria is like, because we're going to rotate the conversation between country. So we want that feel of when you're not in Zimbabwe yet, but before you even prefer to go to Zimbabwe, you already have a feel of, oh, this is what Zimbabwe is like. Even if I want to establish a business, this is what I'm supposed to do. So that's the essence of that cross-country conversation. It's going to bring investment opportunities, like different opportunities. And of course, Herfricaa is such that we want traveling to be like a normal thing. It should be part of a normal life. So traveling doesn't look like a luxury anymore. So yeah, of course, we'll be having like yearly conference converging in different country. So when we're not converging in your country, you have enough time, because we'll do like enough publicity about it, so you have enough time. If it's a country that it's an African country that that it requires a citizen of your country to apply for visa, that you have enough time to apply for visa. So Herfricaa wants to like give you that exposure, leave your border. It's I know that we might say, oh, it's expand, leave your country. You've not left your country before. We're having a conference outside your border. Try to prepare yourself, plan towards it, and move. Because when you move to that country, by traveling, you gain exposure, and by being in that room, you would connect with other persons. That's the most important. You can pitch yourself. You see, like we did with the summit, where people pitched what they do and who they can collaborate with. So stuff like that. But before you know what's happening, your mind is shifting. You're building a very strong system outside your border. Yeah.
That's good. So thank you so much. You have said something great about connecting and expanding beyond natural borders, because I've been following what you've been saying a lot on Herfricaa about that we are the borders.
We are the borders.
We are the borders.
Yeah.
So no longer the borders, no longer Nigeria and Rwanda. We are the borders. We are the one to remit ourselves or expand ourselves to many nations. Yeah, thank you so much. I would like that as we are concluding, I would like you to give us a kind of a message to every young girl, every young leader, every African woman who can click on this My Sister My Pride initiative channel and hear us today, especially to those who doubt themselves. And what could you tell them, one message you can leave to those African women and ladies?
So I would say that your dreams are valid. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
You know, Africa is actually breathed to life today because I had the dream and I pursued it. I shared on the launch that it wasn't like a very easy phase for me. It looked really impossible. How do I achieve this? You know, given the financial implication. But I didn't allow any of that stop me. Whatever dream that you have, don't think it's too big. When I, conceived this, it looked really big. I know it's a big vision, but it looked really big, but it's not bigger than you. It is something that you can handle. If God has given you a vision, the God who gave you a vision is there to back you.
Wow.
That's one thing you should know. If he gave it to you, resources would come. So resources is like the least thing that should actually limit you. Start from where you are. That's what I always tell people. Start from where you are. Before you are drained, God will meet you. He's seeing you. Sometimes some of these things just come as temptation to see if you're going to push yourself beyond, because you need to ask, if God is giving you a vision, you need to push yourself beyond limits. It was like a very brave step for me to leave Nigeria. I mean, when I even came here, I'd not met the people. Do you know what it means to like put everything together? You're not even sure of what you're going to meet. When I was coming to Rwanda, I wasn't sure what I'm coming to meet in Kigali. I wasn't even sure. We were seeing registration, we're seeing that people were going to come, but I mean, I didn't have everything like figured out, but I just like took the first step. I moved. So whatever, vision, whatever thing that has been placed in your heart that you want to do, take the first step. Be obedient, listen. Take the first step by moving, because when you take that first step, I assure you the other things will fall into place. I'm not telling you that you will not like be faced with some temptations, with some limitation, but it is dependent on you to break beyond that limitation to achieve what you really want to achieve.
So thank you so much. I love what you said about starting. Start today. Start without doubting yourself, because when you start, the first step is always the hardest.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You have said about traveling. So as to end this session, I would like to ask you, I know many viewers are willing to ask you this: how is Rwanda so far? How is the stay?
Oh my God!
So because people will love to travel, and if they have to travel, they have to understand how is Rwanda, how's the stay, and what were the expectation, and what do you want to see next, so that you can encourage someone seeing us today, watching us online, so that he can or she can come.
Okay, honestly, if I'm going to be honest, Rwanda is actually like a very cool place. I like it in here. I mean, the system is actually working really fine, and Rwanda people are nice. Yeah, you're really nice. But if you're from an English-speaking country like me, I have to be honest. There is just this language barrier. Yeah, there is like communication is like a very like. It's just like a minute thing, something that you can handle. But when coming, just be when you're coming, just prepare your mind that you have to like come down to their own level. In communication, when you speak, the person next to you has to understand. So if you're like a very fast talker, or you think you have to like come down to people's
Nigerian English, sometimes it is a bit harder for
exactly. So I think like it's like that for like maybe everybody coming here. If you're not like maybe good with French or the Kirin Rwanda, it's something that maybe you would have to learn. But overall, aside like the language barrier, I really cannot imagine how I've been communicating, but I really have a way of communicating though. I see how they communicate, so I tend to like communicate that way. But aside I think like the only disadvantage is just the language barrier. But aside that, I think like Rwanda is like a very perfect place. And yeah, I forgot to add transportation. If you're going to use maybe like the private cars, it's quite expensive too. Transportation is quite expensive. But aside that, I've not explored. I'm this week, because of like
You're still exploring.
I'm still exploring.
Some kind of transportation means.
Do you know I tried in my country? Of course, we have like the bike, what you call motor.
Motor.
Yes, so
Yeah.
we have. You see, I'm learning Rwanda.
That's
So
good.
we have bike. So like I'm used to like entering bike where I came from, but then I was a bit skeptical when I got here because I'm like, this place is so hilly, like slopey, like I don't even know where I'm
Feel like
climbing.
you're going to
But
fall
actually,
down.
yes, it's not like I'm not used to like entering it, but where I'm from, it's not like that slopey. Yeah, the topography is actually different. But I gave it a try, and I'm like, I was always in blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. But it was fun. It was actually fun doing it. And there are also more things that I really want to explore before leaving Rwanda. But I'd say it's been like a very nice stay in Rwanda, and I'm happy. I'm learning Kinyarwanda gradually. Moraho, Moramutse, Nimenza, Yego.
So if you stay in Rwanda, you'll be knowing many Kinyarwanda.
Very, absolutely. Like I know Yego,
Yeah.
Morakoze.
That's so good so far. So Rwanda is a good place for visitors, for all tourists, for people who want to see many things. So we have many things in Rwanda. As she said, the language we still try to communicate as Nigerian language. A bit hard for Rwandan English, but it's okay. It's okay. We still have to push beyond the limits and expand beyond borders. So thank you so much from Herfricaa, and also another thank you so much from my sister, my pride. Because we love when we see women leaders, women inspiring women, and women inspiring our sisters. I'm here as a brother of those sisters, but it means a lot when the sisters see that brothers are also involved in helping them expand beyond their limits. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So it was a good conversation, and I hope people who are following us online, they have to subscribe, like, comment, and share so that we can reach more people. We want more people. We are Pan-African now.
Yeah,
we want
Pan-African.
everything to move. That's why we are in the English language so that everyone can understand.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So ciao, hasta vista, and bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.